Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're making a carrot cake. So what you need to do first is you need to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius, top and bottom heating. Then for the carrot cake mixture, you need to add in half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, and 4 cups of soft raisin flour, and that is sifted. Okay, so what you want to do is now just add in all your ingredients. Alright, so now what you want to do is just whisk all of the ingredients together. And if you do want, you don't have to add as much cinnamon as I did. You can add probably just a teaspoon. Alright, so now for the wet ingredients, what you're going to have to add in is 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. You can do vanilla extract if you want. Half a cup of oil. You can use whatever oil you want. You can even use coconut oil. And 1 cup of brown sugar. And then we're just going to add this all together and mix it. And then your half a cup of oil. And your 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste or extract. While you're mixing, make sure to watch for when your sugar is well dissolved, and then you can add in the eggs. Alright, so once you mix this for a bit, what you're going to have to do is add in a tablespoon of boiling water, just to speed up the process a tad bit. And then we're going to mix this in. Alright, so I didn't get all of my sugar dissolved. You can keep on mixing if you want to make sure you get it all dissolved. But I'm just going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be adding in 2 whisked eggs. And then again, just going to mix that. So I brought over my dry ingredients now, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scooping them into my wet ingredients. So you can just take a nice little scoop of that, and then you just add it in slowly to your wet ingredients. Suck in. Alright, now I'm going to add in the last scoop of flour, and I'm going to mix this once again. Alright, now that you got that all mixed in, what you're going to need to do is get 5 medium carrots. You need to peel them, and I finely grated mine. And then we just need to put that in. And then of course we're going to mix it in. So now your mixture is done. We're going to be putting them into 2 medium-sized tins, which I have greased and also put baking paper in. Now you may notice the tins are a tad bit old. They were brought over by my grandmother from England about 50 years ago. These are kind of a family heirloom. We've all been very into cooking and baking. And you also just want to smooth it out to make sure you reach the corners of your baking tin. So we're also going to be baking these for around about 20 to 30 minutes, but I would maybe say you should check on them just to make sure they don't get burnt. Alright, so I just moved out my cake batter, and now I'm just going to put them in the oven for, like I said, 20 to 30 minutes, and you better check on them. Alright, so just for some fun, I'm going to be making a vanilla butter bunny cookie. So what you're going to be needing is 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar to keep with the theme, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, pinch of salt, and 1 cup of sifted self-raising flour, and I'm also going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. Alright, so what you actually want to do first is you want to just add in your butter and the sugar. And you want to mix that first. So actually what you want to do is cream these two together. And then we're going to add in the flour and everything else. Alright, so now that you've got the butter and sugar creamed, you're going to add in that flour and a pinch of salt. The 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. I'm also going to be using this nice bunny cookie cutter. So I just formed the cookie dough into this nice bowl, and then we're also going to be now pressing it out. Alright, so now you need to take your cookie dough bowl, and then we're going to press it out. We're going to be cutting 2 bunnies out of this. Right, so I just press it down to 1 centimeter thick, and then you want to take whatever kind of bunny cookie cutter you may have and just want to press down. That's 1 little bunny, and then your second one, you press down. So what I wanted to do is I decided to add a body to the bunnies, and I'm also going to give them arms and legs. So whichever one actually does turn out better looking, I'll probably pick that one. If they both come out nice, then I put both on the cookie dough balls, and then I press them down, and I just use a butter knife to score the little feet and hands. And then I made a carrot for that one. And I'm just going to finish off this bunny, and then I can put them in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes. As you can see, I have done a nose. You don't have to do the nose for the bunnies. I just decided it would be easier than piping on chocolate. Alright, so I just finished off my bunnies, and now I'm going to put them in the oven. Alright, now for the frosting, what you're going to need is 1.5 cups of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of whipped cream. You can add in heavy cream if you want. Then we're going to add in 1 cup of powdered sugar. And then we're going to mix this. so now our cakes are out the oven, and I just kind of gotta go around the edge just to make sure it did not stick, and it looked like this one did not stick at all. We're just going to leave them to cool. Alright, so now we're going to be finally adding the frosting to our cake. Alright, now I'm just going to be smoothing it out on the top. And then I'm going to add on some fresh coconut that I grated. And I also chopped up some peanuts. Right, now that you got your frosting all evenly spread out, we're going to be adding on the chopped pecans. You can just kind of do something like that. Maybe you feel like you want to put it on top. Alright, now that you have all your chopped pecans on top, now we can add on the fresh coconut. Just give that a nice little sprinkle over your cake. You don't have to add the coconut if you don't want to, it's optional. Alright, so the cake is now done. I put all the toppings on, and I'm just going to show you the cookies that I did. Alright, so I just took the bunnies out of the oven, and I decided I was going to do a boy bunny and a girl bunny. And I'm probably going to put them on top of the cake. But for now, we're going to decorate them with some of the Lindt white chocolate and the Lindt 90% dark chocolate. And I'm just going to kind of smear it out into that triangle. And here they are. As you can see, I did a guy and a girl, like I said. They're holding little carrots. The bow is a tad bit messed up, but can't really fix it now. But anyway, they're quite cute. Alright, and here it is, our finished carrot cake. The last thing you do is just to take a nice piece of your cake. That's also all for this video. Hope you will enjoy watching my puppets. See you in the next one.